I'm Tamara Vaifanua, news morning anchor and reporter for KSL TV, and you're tuned in to Bid Buzz.
Idea where your bearings are. Hopping on the big bus. Got our tickets. We're getting ready to hop on. Yeah, so, when I was coming to Paris, people were like, you've got George Natuvai captures the essence of the special shout out to my new friends at Mana Academy in West Valley City.
In your eyes in the morning, and then you look at me, girl, and smile.
We saw that you were at the recent Paris 2024 Olympics. Can you tell us about that experience?
I gotta say, it was definitely a dream assignment. In my career, I've been in TV news for about 20 plus years now. It was incredible. This was the first Olympics after the pandemic, so it was a huge celebration going from venue to venue in Paris. People were so nice. They were just ready to celebrate the athletes. And this was my first time covering the Olympics, and we represented Utah very well. We had some amazing athletes that really represented our state well. So, it was a dream assignment, and being able to cover our athletes, our rugby athletes, our track and field athletes from Utah County. Overall, it was just an amazing experience.
Did you see any other Polynesians in Paris?
Yeah, I actually, one of our Utah athletes is Samoan, Smith Cedric. She is the U.S. Women's Rugby Sevens bronze medalist, and it was neat seeing her entire family, her whole tribe from Utah, Vegas, California, that were all there to support her. As far as journalists, I was able to meet some journalists. Actually, they were covering some of the athletes from the different Pacific islands like Vanuatu, Fiji, Tuvalu. And so it was really neat to see. It was really just one person, right? He was doing it all. He was covering all of these athletes, going from venue to venue. He was doing all of their social media, doing all of the interviews. And it was pretty amazing to me just to see how much he was able to cover from all of our different athletes. And I kind of wish I was part of his crew. I was busy with our Utah athletes, so I wasn't able to devote a lot of my time and coverage on the Pacific Islander athletes there. But I'm looking forward to the next Olympics if I'm lucky enough to go, because we do have amazing Pacific Islander athletes and representing all different parts of the world. It's incredible.
Let's talk about you. How did you get into reporting and broadcasting?
So it's kind of funny because for my family and friends that know me, I am super shy. I am an introvert. I'm just not really a very outgoing person. I've never really been. But I actually kind of fell into it in college. I went to SUU, Southern Utah University in Cedar City. I decided to major in communications, but I didn't know what track I was going to go in. So I took a Intro TV 101 class where I got to work behind the camera, kind of see how you put a newscast together and like all the different roles, photographer, reporter. And it really stuck as far as reporting, because I got to break out of my shell, go out and meet people, interview people, ask them questions. And then I was able to edit the work, the video, and compose it into a 2-minute story. And so that's pretty much how I fell into broadcasting. It's just through going to SUU. And I've always kind of had a background. I've loved writing. I love researching. I'm kind of a nerd in that way. But just storytelling is just something that has really resonated with me. And so I found the platform for TV, and that was just a natural fit.
What's the most challenging part of what you do professionally that maybe not everyone sees?
Wow. I think just starting off early in my career, I would have to say like the preparation for it. I don't think for people who don't work in TV news, we journalists, we thrive on, stress and just, the adrenaline rush. But the preparation part of it, it's really tough. It's not just popping up on TV and, we're all ready. We have our script in hand. It takes a lot of work, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I work hand in hand with producers, photographers. We all work as a team. And even though you're only seeing me, on TV, there's a lot of people that help me get to TV, help me find answers to stories, to prepare my scripts. And so I don't think people really understand like all the preparation. We spend an entire news workday leading up to a newscast, and you'll probably only see me on air for like 2 minutes, but there's so much work that goes into it. And I think people would have a new appreciation if they just realize how much work goes into it. And just being live on TV, right? If you mess up, you don't have a second chance to do it over. So it's live television. You mess up, you're human, you roll with it. But that's just something that I've kind of worked on throughout the years, just being able to perfect that and realizing that you're human and you make mistakes.
There are not a lot of Polynesian people that do what you do, especially women. Should more of our younger generation consider going into this field? And if so, why?
I'm a huge advocate. I do my best to try to work with our youth, trying to show them, what my work is all about and how we are natural storytellers, our Pacific Islander kids. I mean, and they're incredible. They're so talented. They're way ahead of their times. They are storytellers on social media, whatever platform they choose to do. But no, I definitely think that we could have more of a presence, more of a voice. In my newsroom, there are really less than a handful of Pacific Islanders on staff. And it's so important that we have more than that to reflect our community. I mean, here in Utah, we know the growing population of Pacific Islanders. And so it's important that we have Pacific Islanders in the newsroom because we bring a unique set of skills, background, knowledge, things that are happening in our neighborhood. Maybe other people don't experience that. And so I try my best to get the youth to, hopefully develop a love for journalism, just a love for sharing their stories on why we are so unique.
What's been the most valuable lesson you've learned in your journey?
Wow. I've reflected on that a lot because I just turned 50 years old and I've been doing this almost 25 years now. And I'd have to say the most important thing that I've learned is to be an advocate for yourself, not try to conform to what you think society wants you to be. When I was first starting out in the business, it's very competitive. It's based on looks, it's based on how you present yourself. And so I think at the beginning, I tried to kind of fit a mold of what a TV news anchor should be. But over the years, I've learned that the qualities that I bring, and because I am unique and I bring a diverse background, I needed to hone into that more. And so I do hold with a lot of pride my Samoan culture. And I think about that every time I'm on TV, representing my family, my values, where I'm from. And so advocating for myself and just believing in myself and knowing that I can add value to other people's lives. I don't have to conform to what I think society would want me to be.
What's next for you? What events or milestones are you looking forward to?
Wow. Yeah, like I said, the Olympics was definitely a dream assignment, but for me, I'm constantly learning, right? Even though I've been in the business for so long, I'm always looking ahead and seeing, what else do I need to learn? And so for me, I really feel like I need to hone my skills as far as social media. And I know people are not sitting down and watching a newscast for 30 minutes, for an hour. I mean, they're watching tidbits throughout the day when it's convenient for them on their phone, on their computers. So for me personally, I'm doing my best to kind of keep up with the times and make sure that people are getting their news that's convenient for them. And so I'm really working hard on trying to fine tune my social media, get a presence out there because I want people from all the world to, experience what's happening in Salt Lake City, Utah, and to know that there are Pacific Islanders out here and there's issues that we're having that perhaps they're having halfway across the world too. So that's really for me. It's just I'm constantly learning. So I just want to be prepared for whatever great opportunity comes my way.